What's good with YouTube? It's King Kiddo, the guy himself, coming back and give y'all some more tips, some spiritual tips, physical, mental tips on anxiety. And for one, like the first rule you got to know is you got to understand anxiety. What I mean by that is you got to know that anxiety is a mind thing. It's really like it's a man-made mind thing. It controls. Cause I know for a fact I used to think I used to have the worst case of anxiety, yo. Like, I never been an outspoken person until I like started making music and shit. But before that, I never been really outspoken. But I would be like, it wouldn't be nothing to introduce myself to a female or anything. Like, I wouldn't feel no type of, shy, none of that, like nervousness or nothing until like 10th grade. And this is my 10th grade year, like, this high school. I ain't gonna flex, like, anxiety, I ain't even know what it was at first, to be honest, so I definitely ain't know how to cope with it. And it was just basically, long story short, it was interfering with my life, bro. Like, anything that I had going on, I always thought I was overthinking it. That's the number one thing about anxiety. We always think we overthinking something. The whole time we really don't be overthinking. It's just like it's a mind thing. And it can be a blessing and a curse too. Cause like you be more observant with your anxiety. But really, I'm gonna give y'all some tips. Like the first thing you got to do is know that it's a mind thing. If you can do anything I tell you to do after this. But if you feel like it's not a mind thing, it's an actual condition, and you still gonna be stuck in that zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still gonna be stuck into believing that you can't heal this anxiety without going to a doctor or whatever. Shit, I can be your doctor. Just cause I ain't got no, medical background. Just cause I ain't let the people brainwash me into believing certain shit. But the first step I learned this from the internet, to be honest. The first step I learned though was like really like deep breaths. Really like put yourself in like a meditative state. It don't matter where you at. You just gotta control, like you just gotta probably like 4 seconds or so. And like, alright, you grab your hand like this, and you ball it up, but you leave your thumb out, right? And you put your thumb like this, or put it all the way in like that. And like while you taking deep breaths and shit, you wanna like every time you exhale, you wanna exhale straight to your hand, like. And then you will start seeing like relief, like instantly. But like I said, you still gotta remember it's a mind thing at the same time. Another thing, like it really depends on your setting. But most of the time, man, listen, man, nature everywhere, so you really ain't got no excuses. So go outside and ground, like do what I'm doing right now. Like if I'm nervous or some shit, and I still, like to this day, I still get nervous, like them low vibrational ass patterns. Like that shit still come, cause I'm only human. I'm a god, but I'm human in this physical form. So I still get nervous and shit like that. But when you ground, you connecting to your vibration, you vibrating with the earth. Everybody know, it don't matter what you believe in, it's a vibration. You can't deny vibration. You can't deny frequencies. So when you want to tap in with earth or like relieve your anxiety or stress or anything, you want to ground. Like, damn, my shit froze. But you want to ground, like you just want to walk around like a damn dog if you want to. How dogs walk in circles, that's all I do all day. I just go outside and ground, like, and I feel like it just be rising. All the stress and all that shit just go, for real. It don't matter how long you out here, it just ground. That's a big way to relieve your anxiety too. But most of the time we be in certain like public areas where we can't do all that. So that's why I go back to the deep breaths and knowing that it's a mind thing. I ain't gonna make this video too long, but that's really, I just felt like I had to get that off. I think I gave y'all like 3 steps. I don't even know, but deep breaths, knowing that anxiety is a mind controlling thing, and grounding, connected with nature. You might not even have to ground. You might just meditate about it. And if you tapped in, well, you don't even gotta be really tapped in, just meditate. If you can put yourself in a deep meditative state, then you wanna ask your spirit guides, like, how can I relieve this anxiety? How can I remove this low vibrational pattern from what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? And that's really why I really tapped in. But really, out of all things, for real, all the shit I searched on the internet and everything in between, the first thing I learned when I was relieving my anxiety is knowing that this shit is a mind thing. Like, this shit really popped up out of nowhere for y'all. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, this shit popped out of the blue. Like I told y'all, my 10th grade year, I never had no kind of, I used to be shy. That's just how shit is, yo. Like, where you come from and shit, like, genes, that shit genetic. Like, I was just a nervous person, like, not antisocial, but I wanted to be social, but I was too shy. So that shit just natural. But anxiety, you can't tell me that this shit can just pop up out of nowhere. And this was around my spiritual awakening too, so I do feel like it was a test to see how I can cope with it, you know, or if I could cope with it. I told y'all the universe gonna give you so many signs and tests to see how far you can go with this. To, you know, you might be the chosen one and you can't go so far just because you distracted. And that's why the universe give you signs. The universe might distract you from your main goal just to see how can you cope with that, from being distracted by this main goal. Alright, I'm gonna give y'all one more thing. Y'all remember how I told y'all that the earth, everything is vibrational, everything is connected, everything is a frequency. So what you want to do with anxiety or anything like stress, pain, anything, it's a frequency. It's at 432 hertz. So you want to download a frequency app. It don't really matter what it is. Just download any frequency app. You know what I'm saying? I get my speech. But just download this app and search 432 hertz and meditate while you doing it, while you listening to it. You really don't even have to, but meditating while you listening to it, that's just like a plus. And it's faster, it's a lot faster. So download that frequency app and search up healing hertz and different sounds to heal or to do specific things that you want to do. Because it's not just 432 hertz. It's a lot of different hertz. It's healing hertz. Well, 432 hertz is the healing hertz, but it's different type of healing hertz is what I'm trying to say. So just do that for me. Yeah, that's how I really wanted to get y'all, man. I said I ain't gonna make it too long. I still made it a little bit long. But I'm gone, man. King Kiddo 19, long live 1K.